kinds of things did you do for fun?
Well, we were very outdoors. We didn't have television. I know. Ugh, gasp. We were very outdoorsy.
Mm-hmm.
We played in a sandbox. We had a huge climbing tree in our backyard that we would scale up and down. We had swings. We played on the sidewalk. And I was the Jacks champion of the 6th grade.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The out of doors also, in the heat of Texas, made it to the point that we really didn't want to go indoors because we didn't really have air conditioning in those days. All we had were what they called were swamp coolers that were just air conditioners that a fan blew around over some water and poured it out to you, and it was almost cooler to be outside in the wind playing than it was in the house.
Yeah, those swamp coolers add a lot of humidity to the air. So, what were your favorite activities?
Probably camping with my family. Family vacations were just the highlight of our years. We would not ever miss a year of having a vacation. And our camping experiences started out as primitive, as Dad borrowed the old Boy Scout trailer from the Boy Scout troop and filled it up with some Army cots that he had from goodness knows where, possibly when he was in the Army, and a great big, huge parachute. We went down to a place called Garner State Park that had a river running through it, and it was just the most beautiful park. And we just pulled everything out of the back of this thing, this trailer, and I might add, this parachute was not waterproof. And it has been known to rain in Garner State Park. But we pulled everything out of the trailer and put it all underneath the tarp and then would head down to the river. And the highlight of the river was that it had a swinging rope that went across the water and you could land in the middle of the water. So we had the most fun running up and grabbing that rope, swinging out and dropping into the water. Water, even though my mom was scared to death of the water and is to this day, water had played a large part in my youth and in my growing up. As I got older, I ended up getting a senior life saving certificate and a water safety instructor, and I taught swimming at my college at University of Texas at Arlington. And then I was the lifeguard for any number of Girl Scout events
Many Girl
as
Scout
the years
events.
went along. Yes. But I have to tell one more Garner State Park episode. One day we were all just around the campground, and all of a sudden this huge wind blew up, and we all looked and we could see that having a parachute as your tent when there's a huge wind is not a really practical thing. All of a sudden this parachute started up and Daddy yelled, "Grab it!" And every one of us grabbed whatever corner of that parachute we could have, and at one point the entire family was hanging in midair holding on to this parachute that was in the air. Life was exciting in those days.
I guess so.